Okay, today we're working on a Boston fern that you can pick up anywhere, and I'm going to show you how to get more plant for less money. We started with this that we purchased. Tug it out of here. You can see it's very root bound. These types of potted plants that you buy really ought to come home and be repotted, because by the time you get them out of the nursery, buy them at the retail store, they're already pot bound. You can tell that by the roots, but also see the little fronds are beginning to start down here where it had reached the air. And whenever their roots reach the air, they basically turn into leaves. You know, the fronds on the fern. Now, we're just going to hack into this puppy. You just take a regular knife, any knife will do. My hubby, he tried to give me a machete. I like to work a little more gently on my plants, but you'll see, I'm just cutting through it. It really doesn't matter, because you're actually causing it to grow more where you've made the damage to the roots. And you just slice it off, and I plan on making 4 14-inch baskets out of this one. So out of my one plant, I'll have 4 nice hanging baskets, because you want to give it room to grow. Because these will be ready to repot again by fall. That's why when you buy these plants, you kind of need to prepare for what you're going to do with the babies when they come. Because you're going to end up, that's why you lose a lot of Boston ferns, is because they get totally root bound. This guy isn't as bad as I have seen him before. It's really quite in good shape as far as roots wise, but by this fall we'll be doing this again and dividing it in 4 again. And so we got that one, we got those 2, and we're going to cut this guy in half. And I broke the knife. Use a stiffer knife. And we're going to continue now that I've got a better knife. Maybe not a better knife, but another knife. And we just cut that into 4s. I mean, into half again. And that gives us these 4 guys that are going to make our 4 pots. So we're just going to set 3 of these aside for now. And they're fine laying over there. And you've got all this. And I absolutely love the coconut husk in these types of pots. just because the ferns will actually, by the time you get ready to repot this, the ferns will actually be growing out the bottom as well. And it just makes really a very pretty basket. And we've got Miracle Grow potting mix, potting soil. I like to start off with a good dose of, a good fertilizer, a good potting soil with a good fertilizer in it. I love Miracle Grow just because it does so well on hanging baskets and plants. It's already got everything you need in it. And it'll last for up to 6 months as well. So we just kind of grab a couple of handfuls, put this in the bottom, just like that. And we're going to put this guy just like this. And we got to hold on to him so we keep him centered. See if I can use the shovel to get a little more dirt at a time. And you're just going to fill it up to the top of where he was. And this little knot space right here kind of needs to stay above the line, this little ridge right there, above the final line that you have on the plant in the basket, because you're going to squish it down and mess with it. And if you wanted to, you could actually cut these in half again instead and make a smaller basket. I like 14-inch baskets because they fill them out prettier. And you just go around and just fill it in. See, if you'll notice way back in there, see, it's got baby leaves, baby fronds coming in. And you just want to pack this real good because it's got all everything it needs. You know, the vitamins and all that, fertilizer, and you just pack it around. And once you get it all put in a basket the way you like it, fill it up pretty good, all the way, you know, the coconut husk. Fill that good and let it have a new home. You just scrape off this on the table, and when you finish, you have a very happy Boston fern in a new home. And you giving it its new home is going to allow it to be bigger and fuller and prettier. Doesn't look like much right now, but you just adjust the leaves through the hanger, and he looks just as beautiful as he did, not quite as full. And that's a good thing. We all need room to grow. And there you have it. You have one Boston fern. And see, you'll always have a fuller side and a not so full side. You just kind of work it away around there. And there you have it. You have a Boston fern you purchased, one at the store, bring it home, and it'll turn into 4. Thanks. And that's a lesson on Boston ferns.